Hello, welcome to Moonflower Tarot. Before I begin, I just want to remind you that I now have an Etsy page where you can get personal email readings from me, and the link to that Etsy page is in the description box below. So without further ado, let's start. So the purpose of this video or tarot reading is to figure out next month's predictions. So what's going to be happening next month, or what's a big event or anything at all that's happening next month. Let's figure it out. So before we start, I just want to state a disclaimer as well that these readings or tarot readings aren't going to resonate with everyone. So you can move on to another pile if something doesn't sound right, or you can just take what resonates and leave the rest. Right, so let's start. So we have 3 piles here, 1, 2, 3. Each one has a crystal representing the pile. So I'm going to count down from 10, and that's going to give you 10 seconds to decide between the 3 piles. And if you're not sure, one thing you can do is use your finger on the screen, and wherever you feel the most heat or warmth on the screen, then you should probably pick that card or the crystal. So yeah, let's begin. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so if you've made your choice, I'm going to go right ahead and start with the first pile, and I'm going to move the other piles out of the way. Okay, so what do we have for group 1? Let's see an underlying theme. So what do we have? Okay, so we have Vulpecula. Okay, I could be butchering this, but nevertheless, this constellation, it's actually a bit dramatic. It means deception. So if you're already feeling like, okay, this isn't for me, you can move on to another pile. But if you want to explore further what this could be about, because deception doesn't always mean a bad sign. It could also mean the revealing of something that you need to know ultimately, or maybe it could be like a warning or an alert, just for you to keep in mind. So, let's see what more information we might have about this. So let's start with the tarot cards. Your tarot cards, so we have the Emperor, we have the Tower, which actually goes really well with this constellation, and then we have the Ace of Cups. So actually, I'm seeing that whatever this deception situation is, you're actually going to benefit from it. I'm seeing here with the Ace of Cups at the end. So what I'm honestly getting, we're going to get more information from these other cards, but what I'm honestly getting from this spread so far, just intuitively, is that there's somebody in your life, a masculine presence. This could even be a female who just has a really strong, dominant personality as well. I'm getting some Capricorn energy or Aries from the Emperor. And I'm seeing that you already intuitively feel like there's something involving this person that just feels not right. Like something is just not quite right, but you don't know what it is. I'm seeing that you're going to be figuring out some major truths, or just whatever your intuition is telling you, it's going to be revealed. Like whatever hidden thing or whatever fact that you really wanted to know thus far, you're going to be figuring that out. And then with the Ace of Cups, I'm seeing that this is going to end on a really great note, because Ace of Cups is basically about matters of the heart, like things working out, feeling uplifted, feeling very aligned in all of the emotional areas of your life, whether it's involving love, family, things that you hold dear to your heart, whatever they may be. So let's try to figure out some more information, because this is actually, this isn't neutral. I mean, most readings tend to be pretty neutral. This is pretty dramatic. So let's see what's going on. So we have alchemy. So I'm seeing here that you may have some scorpionic placements in your chart. Either that or other water sign placements like Cancer or Pisces. So yeah, I'm getting some strong water sign energy somewhere in your astrological chart that's quite dominant in your chart. And I'm getting that you have the ability to mold, like take misfortune and turn it into prosperity, or you're able to take like anything that comes your way and almost like turn it into or manipulate it into a good positive thing, almost like taking lemons. Like if life throws you lemons, you make lemonade out of it. Like that's the kind of energy that I'm getting. So I'm honestly getting here that with this whole situation where you figure out some truth, like your intuition is already telling you like something is not right about this masculine or really strong personality person in your life. Some truth is coming, and it's not going to be small. It's going to be a very big truth revealed to you. And in the end, you're going to feel free. You're going to feel like some kind of resolution from this. You're going to feel uplifted and ultimately and you're going to turn this tower moment into something positive. Like you're going to take, using alchemy to take a situation that might not be favorable for you at first, but then you like mold it into something beautiful, like this Ace of Cups, which is once again just like this beautiful energy. If you look at this card, there's like a dove here. It's it's like free, it's just uplifted. It's just like, to me, when I look at this card, I'm seeing like freedom from like some kind of anxiety or doubt, or like your intuition's been telling you something, like kind of nagging at you so far about something. If that's the case, you're gonna feel finally free from that, and just like you can finally just like fly off into the sunset, basically, from whatever this situation is, when this truth is revealed. So let's see what else we have. So we have Cracked Open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. Wow. Okay, am I seeing this? Okay, you guys, alchemy card, and then we have alchemy again. Okay, so ultimately I'm seeing here from this card that you will be able to have some kind of truth cracked open for you to see, and everything will be very loud and clear, and any kind of confusion, doubt, or anxiety around this will dissipate, and you'll finally feel free. It's almost like when you want to know something so bad and you just feel like your intuition is telling you like you must figure this out, you must get to the bottom of this, and something's blocking that, right? But then when you finally figure out the truth and you finally are able to see all the cards laid out on the table, you feel free. Like you feel like you can finally move on, or you feel like you can finally move on to better things with the Ace of Cups, or turn it into once again, like when life gives you lemons, you turn it into lemonade. Like make something beautiful or positive out of it somehow, or walk away gaining something from the situation, basically. So let's see what else we have. So we have Don't Let Pride Get in Your Way, full moon in Leo. Okay, so you guys, I'm getting that you may have some Leo placements as well in your chart. Like I said, I get a lot of water energy in your astrological chart, but you could have some strong Leo placements as well. I mean, we all have multifaceted astrological spreads, depending on your sun, moon, rising, Venus, or even Mars signs, and maybe even your Lilith moon as well. It just really shapes your personality in a multifaceted way. So, but I am seeing that you will be either stepping up to like a Leo energy, or maybe even, I think there's like leadership position or some kind of situation coming your way that's going to shed light onto you and kind of like put you in the spotlight, basically. And it's something revolving around this situation. Like maybe you're like even like an actress, or you want to be an actress, or you're wanting a promotion, or you're wanting a leadership role or something. Like you're wanting exposure for some reason in a positive way, like that Leo energy where like you're feeling the need for like light to be like shown on you for some reason in your life. And with this tower moment and this truth or resolution or whatever answer is being revealed that you need, this is really going to clear up space for you to be able to do that with this Ace of Cups. So I feel like this goes really well together. I mean, look at it. It really does match. I'm getting that you have really beautiful hair. I mean, because looking at this, you can tell like you have very beautiful hair. I think you probably have a very like graceful sort of appearance or sort of like maybe vibe about you. But I'm seeing that, yeah, with this truth being revealed and this situation coming to light, you will be able to step into your sort of Leo, lioness, or just ultimately kind of like a Beyonce-like energy. That's basically what I'm getting. When I think of like Leo energy, I think of Beyonce for some reason, even though she's not a Leo. She's actually a Virgo apparently, but I get a lot of Leo energy from her. I mean, for some reason. But yeah, you're going to be able to sort of like step into that powerful energy once this situation clears out, and you can finally, it's almost like you're like a storm is brewing. You're waiting for it to hurry up and happen and get out of the way so that you can finally, you know, see the rainbow. Speaking of which, here's a rainbow. And finally let the sunlight in. You know what I mean? Especially with the Leo energy, the sun. You're waiting for the storm to pass. You're waiting for it to hurry up and do its thing and, you know, move on out so that you can, you know, let the sunshine in and let that sort of feeling of like warmth and sunshine and just like positive, like this Leo energy, like radiate into your life and radiate around you, which is, I'm seeing here, kind of important for you for some reason. But I'm also seeing don't let pride get in your way. So yeah, once you've really sort of get in tune with your intuition and you notice, okay, like this is something that I need to get to the bottom of. Like this isn't something that I can just sweep under the rug because I want to be prideful, because I want to, you know, be perfectionist, or because, you know, like pride is getting in the way, I think, of you like digging deeper or just accepting facts, like accepting hard facts or evidence for what it is and getting to the bottom of this, getting to this resolution, and finally, once again, just letting the storm pass, you know, letting the tower fall so that you could finally rebuild or, you know, move on to another tower, bigger, better, stronger foundation. Yeah, just keep in mind, your pride, I think, is, you're proud, you're very powerful, you have some Leo kind of energy, especially right now, but it's saying like don't let it hinder you in any way, because, you know, it's all about balance here. So what I'm going to do that I didn't mention in the intro is draw some charms for each group. So I'm going to draw some random charms for you and see what might be coming in the next month. So some more symbolism here. So what do we have for group 1? Okay, so yeah, we have the camera. So this represents needing to remember something. Maybe like look back on important dates, or like if your intuition is telling you to sort of zoom into things that happened in the past that you feel like have some kind of significance, it's saying you should definitely do that. And some kind of importance involving pictures. Like there's some significance with pictures here with the camera. And then here we have, okay, so this charm I take to represent like mystery and like the mysteries of life, the mysteries of your mission, and also just your intuition telling you to look deeper into the situation, which goes really well with this tower moment. Don't be afraid to dig around and get to the bottom of whatever this is. And oh my gosh, look at here, you guys, we have this dove or sparrow. It's a bird, and it really goes well with this bird as well. So this really is about freedom, about finally getting to the bottom, you know, getting to the solution of whatever you're looking for, resolution, peace, because it's like closure I'm almost getting as well. And also here I'm seeing with the witch's hat, I'm seeing a need to maybe keep your cards close. Don't reveal everything to everyone around you when you're figuring this out or when you're letting this unfold. I think there's also a need to sort of be secretive about things. Like, don't put all your cards out on the table. Don't reveal your plans to everyone yet, or what you're doing. Like, be a bit discreet. And then here we have the rabbit. So yeah, don't be afraid to, once again, like in Alice in Wonderland, the rabbit, like, don't be afraid to explore. If your intuition is telling you, look into this, or look more closely at that, or, like, try to fit, like, like, if your intuition is telling you to fit the puzzle pieces together because it's worth it, then you should totally do it. You should just do it. And then here we have peace. So yeah, this once again goes really well with this card. This is like the outcome next month is you will gain peace. It's going to feel very serene. It's like this beautiful energy. You'll feel more aligned with your heart chakra, which is represented by the Ace of Cups, and turn this Tower moment once again into this positive thing. And you'll be able to let the light finally come in, like the warm sunshine will finally be allowed in after you let that Tower moment or that storm pass, and you figure out some kind of truth or something, some resolution or solution that you've been looking for. So like, comment, subscribe, share if this resonated with you, Group 1. And I just want to remind you again that I now have an Etsy page where you can get personal email readings from me. And the link to that Etsy page is in the description box below. So without further ado, I am going to move straight into Group 2. So let me move these cards out of the way before we get into Group 2. Okay, so Group 2, we have this crystal here. I believe that's amethyst. So let's figure out what is going on next month for you guys. So what is going on? Okay, so here we have Musca. So this constellation represents responding to something or reacting to something, taking action basically to something that you see happening, that you will see happening next month. So let's try to get more deep into what's going on here. Okay, so we have Justice. That seems really fitting. We have the Knight of Coins, and then we have the Queen of Coins. Oh, wow. Okay, so outcome is very positive. Outcome is abundant for you. But ultimately, I'm seeing here that you will need to make a judgment call, literally represented by the Justice card, involving someone who's in your circle, or maybe even not in your circle, but around you, maybe even in your outer circle, or someone that you know, involving money matters. This could be... We didn't get the Two of Coins, so I don't think this is a business partner or somebody like super close to you in your circle, but this is someone who, or maybe even this could be like with the Knight energy, this could be like a new opportunity, like a job or a new project or something like a sponsorship or something that's coming in, or this could even be you're going to be alerted to something involving like business. Like, this could even be like a business contact, or maybe even like somebody that you work with or something, but you will be alerted to something or some kind of new opportunity or some action that you're going to need to respond to, or like some alert or something that you're going to need to take action on, with the Musca constellation. And this is going to involve a big choice that you're going to have to make. But I'm seeing here that the outcome is positive with the Queen of Coins. So I'm really getting that this is really more like a new opportunity for you coming in, and it's going to be quite big because the outcome being the Queen of Coins or Queen of Pentacles, and then here we have Justice. So this is going to be a really big decision. This could maybe even take you away from familiar surroundings. But here the message is next month is to take action. Whatever happens, take action basically, and trust your intuition. See, here we have Lady Justice. Tune into your inner Lady Justice. This is like your inner intuition, and I think we all have it. You just have to really like listen to, what that little voice inside you is telling you. This could be coming from your mind or your heart, depending on where it comes from, because we're all different. But listen to her. Listen to that voice. Okay, so let's see. What else do we have? So let's see what we have here. Repopulation. Okay, so let me hold this close. So with the repopulation card, this speaks about moments in our lives where sometimes we feel drained, we feel like we're at a low, and sometimes we feel really regenerated, where we feel like just really like aligned with our life's purpose, and just like we're in like a place of like opportunity, like ripe fruits that you need to grab, basically. And there are lows and highs in our lives. Like, you're not always going to have ripe fruits around you, and you're not always going to be in a place of scarcity. But life is all about highs and lows. But here I'm seeing that with this Knight of Coins, and then with this Lady Justice energy, I'm getting that you are entering a period of repopulation where there will be some ripe opportunity presented to you, and you need to grab it. Like, it's not going to be, I think this is just really like an alert telling you, okay, this is coming, and you need to grab it, and you need to make a choice. And don't wait too long to make the choice, and don't let yourself lag too much on this, because it's going to be like really prosperous and abundant. But I'm seeing that you will need to action on it pretty quickly. Once your intuition tells you, okay, this is what you need to do, and take the leap. Here it's saying go ahead and do it. Be confident with your decision making. So let's see what else we have. So ooh, that went blurry. Okay, so we have perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out. Common ground. Oh, I love this card. I mean, because it really does point to the fact that, we are on this earth, and you almost feel like sometimes the world revolves around you, but in reality, we're just like this little planet in this giant infinite universe, and there's all these galaxies, and we're only part of one galaxy here. There's so many planets, there's all these stars, and we're just like this tiny planet. So if you think about it like that, anything that seems like a major crisis, or like, oh my god, the sky is falling down, or my life is over, sometimes isn't really as big as we think. Sometimes it is, but a lot of times it's not. And I think it's nice to sometimes just really put things into perspective and think big. Like, think really, really big. And I think this is also like a message to sort of apply to this decision-making process. I think it's really saying, like, keep in mind perspective, like think big, don't think small. Think almost along the lines of like 5 to 10 years from now, like what decision that I make now, like which decision or choice that I make is going to take me to where I want to be 5 to 10 years from now. Like, think bigger, think and I think that'll help with like not overthinking, because then that kind of answers the question immediately. But once again, this is something involving financial matters, abundance, prosperity when it comes to coins or pentacles. So your financial situation. So what else do we have? Ooh, I love this card. Look how beautiful. But this is, okay, surrender to the divine, full moon. Okay, so there may be a full moon coming up whenever you clicked on this video, but I would highly recommend doing some intention setting. Those of you who are into any kind of like witchy or like new age, pagan-y sort of like spiritual sort of things, you might already know what to do in this situation, or what you like to do, or your personal routine that brings you, comfort or, peace. But what you can do for those of you who want to try it out, who've never tried it, is just maybe even take note of when the next full moon is coming your way. And on that full moon, the night of the full moon, light a candle, an intention candle. It could be any candle of your choice, favorite candle, but white sage is a good one, like a white sage candle to light. And then take out a piece of paper or notebook and write down all of your intentions. But this card being surrendered to the divine, I'm seeing that's something that may help you in this situation with this message, is to maybe just write down your emotions. Like, what are you feeling at the moment of this night where there's a full moon? Like, what are you really feeling? Like, what is your subconscious trying to tell you? Like, don't filter yourself. Don't judge your own feelings. Just write down whatever it is you're feeling without any judgment, without any filters, and without any sort of societal masks that we tend to wear that we don't even realize we're doing to ourselves. But this is kind of the message that I'm getting. And you can also write down some intentions as well. Maybe even really think deeply about 5 to 10 years from now. Where do I want to be? Where do I see myself? What are my dreams? My real dreams, not just what society tells me that I need to, do or think. You know what I mean? But yeah, this is a really, really beautiful card. I love the moon, if you haven't guessed already. So yeah. And another thing I'm going to do is draw some charms for each pile pertaining to what's happening next month. So what are some charms or symbols here that we need for group 2 pertaining to the next month, like predictions for next month? Let's see. So what do we have for group 2? Oh, okay, so we have the letter M. So the letter M might be significant for some reason. Maybe somebody in your life, or this could even be like mom, or maybe like mentor or something like that. But it could also just be a name. So maybe your name or somebody who's important to you, or someone's going to be significant, maybe involving this new opportunity for some reason coming your way. Oh my gosh, okay, the teacup. So I'm seeing that, wow, yeah, there is going to be like this really amazing opportunity, and it's basically saying drink up like the nectar of this fruit, this ripe fruit that's coming your way. Drink it up. And this is ultimately about also abundance and prosperity, where your cup is going to be very full, and this opportunity is going to be really amazing in terms of filling that cup, filling that sort of cup of abundance. And then here I'm seeing the mirror. So this may just be an indication to maybe put a little bit of care into maybe self-care. Like maybe that's been kind of falling back lately. Self-care, I mean, like take some time to take a warm bath, sprinkle some rose petals in there, go all out, lavender, light a lavender candle, give herself, like a hair mask, like face masks, like treatments, like little miniature spa treatment for yourself. Make that warm tea, or make that like comforting, like nutritious meal that you just know like is just like full of nutrients, and it's gonna like fill your cup up, like emotionally, mentally, physically, and spiritually. Like you're gonna be filling your own cup. Nurturing yourself, self-care, self-love, that kind of thing. And then here I'm seeing the starfish. So this represents your subconscious washing up to shore. So yeah, here I'm seeing there is a need to once again sort of really take the time to connect with your subconscious, and don't filter yourself, don't judge yourself for the thoughts that come up or the feelings that come up, because sometimes we can't control our feelings, but to be honest, you're feeling them for a reason, and sometimes it really does reveal truths that maybe you've been either that have been hidden from you, or that you're just not realizing that you need to realize in order to move on to a new chapter, or really bring this abundance or manifestation energy into your life. You have to get in tune with your subconscious. And the moon is all about, speaking of which, the moon is all about emotions. It's about our subconscious. It's about your intuition. It's about the mysteries of our souls. So yeah, there's some really powerful symbolism about needing to connect with that. And yeah, I would really look into when the next full moon is, when you clicked on this video, and think about doing some of that intention setting. Just really, journaling as well can help. And you might even be having some significant dreams on that night. So I would maybe keep like a dream journal next to my bed. And then like when you wake up the morning after the night of the full moon, just write down whatever you remember. It doesn't have to make sense. It can be colors, shapes, just, feelings, whatever. It doesn't even have to make sense. Just write it all down, and then you can come back to it later. And then it might actually spark something, like some truths or some inspiration or some kind of it's going to help you bring together the puzzle pieces of your subconscious or your intuition, like what it's trying to tell you. So like, comment, subscribe, share if this resonated with you. And I just want to remind you again, group 2, that I now have an Etsy page where you can get personal email readings from me. And the link to that Etsy page is in the description box below. So without further ado, I am going to get straight into group 3. So let me just move these cards out of the way and we'll get straight into group 3. Okay, so here we have the Tigerite crystal. So what do we have for group 3? So what's a major theme here? So, we have Hydra. This is very bold. So yeah, this represents death, but not death as in like anyone's dying, but this represents like the death in tarot, where it's all about transformation and one phase ending to bring in a new beginning. So this is all about transformation, letting go of the old, letting in something new, like a new start. But I just want you to keep in mind that in order to herald or bring in a new start, there must always be an ending to precurse that start. So that's just something to keep in mind. So let's see some details about what's going on here. So we have the Wheel of Fortune. Speaking of which, yeah, transformation, endings and beginnings, something new. So we have the Wheel of Fortune. We have 3 of Swords. And then we have the Sun. Ooh, beautiful. Okay, so you guys might have I'm seeing some fire placements with this sort of energy. This indicates water as well, so water and fire in your chart. Water being Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces, and then fire being Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. But I'm getting maybe like a mishmash of both water and fire in your astrological chart, which also has some significance here in the next month. But with the Wheel of Fortune, yes, something is really going to be changing. This indicates big changes, not just small changes, something really big and something positive, because the Wheel of Fortune usually represents a positive change. Once again, like shedding the old, bringing in the new. It's almost like this feeling of like cleaning out your place and then allowing like this feeling of like newness and clarity to enter your life. But this could also involve major changes in your life, emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, in these realms of your life. And with the 3 of Swords, I'm seeing that there's something involving you having to let go of someone or sort of let down someone or something, or it's like a necessary thing that you might have to do here. You're going to have to disappoint somebody. But I'm seeing here that this is a choice that you will make wisely with the Sun card at the end. You're going to make the right choice. You're going to do the right thing. But I am seeing here that, really, I'm getting here just looking at this. I mean, I don't know if you guys see this too, but I think this is pretty plain and clear that you might have met someone else and you're going to have to sort of like break the news to someone, or maybe you're choosing to sort of let somebody go and because you've, met someone else or fallen in love with someone else, and these things are never easy to do. It could really be painful, but I'm seeing here that you will make the right choice. And I think when it comes to things like this, it's best to, do whatever you feel is right in the long term, because when you put things off, I think that it tends to build up and then it just ends up being more painful in the end. But the result, whatever the result is, with the Sun card, it's going to be very positive. And this is some Gemini energy here as well, or Leo. After you've made this decision, you will feel at peace. You will feel almost like the warmth of the sunshine on your skin, like you'll be basking in the glow of the sun, the warmth of the sun. You'll be in a really good place. This could also indicate healing energy, sort of like walking into the sunset kind of energy, very beautiful and positive. But yeah, there's gonna be some kind of disappointment here, or something that you're gonna have to let go of, and it's just the right thing to do. And with this like transformation card, I think maybe this even comes into alignment with you becoming like a better version of yourself as well, sort of elevating yourself, especially with the Wheel of Fortune. It's like you're reaching new heights, you're improving spiritually, or just maybe coming more in tune with your like your higher self sort of identity. So let's see what else we have. Okay, so we have cast your sacred symbols. Oh wow, this is very powerful. This is definitely not a meek spread. It's very, very like strong like decisions. It's very like there's some drama. But with the cast your sacred symbols, I'm seeing that you might benefit, like with the last group, in doing some intention setting. This could involve looking up when your next full moon is, or this could even be any night where you just feel like this is a good night to set intentions. If you're into like witchy things like that, you might already have your own routine, but for those of you who aren't really familiar with that and you want to try it out, this is, like new age, quote unquote new age, or like witchy or sort of like pagan, quote unquote pagan, sort of things that you could try. And you guys, I honestly don't like categorizing things like this. I really just like thinking of it this way. If it brings you comfort and peace and it makes you feel good and it works, even if it's just placebo, then it's worth trying. Whatever works for you. But what you can do here is light a candle, any candle of your choice, your favorite candle. But I find that white sage candles are really nice for this because they have like this sort of cleansing energy and vibe. You could light the candle and then take out a journal or notebook or piece of paper and write down all of your intentions that you want to set for yourself. What do you see yourself doing? Where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years? And write down in great detail your ideal situation. Like, where you really want to be. Write down all the little details, how you feel, what's your surroundings, what's the environment you're going to be in, what's the location, what are you going to be doing with your life, who's going to be surrounding you, what mindset are you going to be having, what are you going to be doing every day when you're in alignment with yourself in the future. Set those intentions and write them down. And then once you're done, blow out the candle. But that's just a suggestion. But I'm seeing here that you are sort of in this sort of charged energy coming up next month. So manifestation energy is going to be really strong next month for you. I'm getting also some scorpionic energy possibly, or you may have a scorpionic placements in your astrological chart where manifestation or transformation energy is going to be really strong for you next month. So I think this is just a message to maybe, manifest. Go ahead and start manifesting because you're going to be charged next month. So here we have deep cellular healing. Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. So yeah, whatever this transformation is, letting go of the old, bringing in the new. I think there's some real transformative energy that's about deep cellular healing yourself from the inside out, once again on all levels, emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually. It's like you're transforming basically, and you're doing it intentionally and by choice, and it's really quite empowering. Oh wow, look at how empowering this looks. So expect powerful change, new moon eclipse. So yeah, I would maybe figure out when the next eclipse is as well. When you clicked on this video, maybe do some intention setting then. But yeah, powerful change is coming with a transformation, Wheel of Fortune, and then the Sun card at the end, and then deep cellular healing, and then we literally have the confirmation here, expect powerful change. So like, comment, subscribe, share if this